Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. I did this show not too long ago. It was at this divey bar in Boston. There was like nobody in the room. Except, I used to be a teacher. One of the only people there was a former student. She was a server at the bar. And like, it'd be awkward running into a former student, no matter what the circumstances. But this time it was great, because there she was waiting on these empty tables, and there I was waiting to go on stage in front of nobody. We made eye contact from across the room. We were both like, please don't ever tell anybody you saw me here. It was great. I'm a dad. I have 3 kids, all girls, which I know, but don't worry. They got my wife's eyebrows. So they're okay. They're fine. A lot of people, they find out I have 3 kids, they like to say, who's your favorite? As though I have a favorite kid. Like, I don't even know how I'd go about picking a favorite kid. Although the other morning my coffee maker broke and my middle child was like, what's the big deal? So I guess I'd start by eliminating her. My youngest daughter, she's asking a lot of questions about how babies are made, like, which is fine, because I just give her an honest answer. Research shows that's all they want is an honest answer, so I've been doing that. But she threw me a curve. She goes, Daddy, does it hurt when they take the baby out of the mommy? I was like, whoa, did not expect that. But I collected myself and I was like, all right, honesty. I said, I felt a little faint, but I can't say it hurt. My oldest daughter's 11. 11 years old is a big year for Harry Potter-themed birthday parties. A lot of the parents, they do it up big time. One of the moms, super authentic, turned the whole house into Hogwarts. It was so authentic, whenever I got there, she gathered all the 11-year-olds together and said to them, in the next 7 years, some of you will die. Here's one of the nice things about having 3 kids. We meet all these new people. You know, we meet the parents of our kids' friends. One of the couples, we just found out, they got married same day as my wife and me. We had the exact same wedding anniversary. Like, which is cool, except we can't be friends because now they know my ATM pin. I was reading this article. It was about this woman who was getting married. Her dad had passed away before the wedding, but he was an organ donor. And she had the man who received her dad's heart walk her down the aisle and give her away. It was this beautiful story, but I was reading the article, I got halfway through, I was like, oh my God, this is like the exact opposite of my wedding day. Like, because my wife, her dad was there to walk her down the aisle and give her away, but his heart wasn't in it. This is an exciting thing for my family. We just got a dog. It's a rescue, which, I know, but don't worry. She has my wife's eyebrows. No, it's a rescue. She was living in this foster home in North Andover. Big, beautiful house, lovely family, a couple other dogs, huge yard. We just drove up there and took her home. They call it a rescue, but it's like a dog napping. So we're taking her around the neighborhood, we're showing her off. I'm really excited for my neighbor across the street to learn that we have a new dog. She's this mean old lady, doesn't get along with anybody except me. But everywhere she goes, she has her little dog with her. And recently she said to me, she goes, your daughters are afraid of my dog. And I was like, I know, they're a little afraid of dogs, we're working on it, I don't know why it is. And she said, I know why it is, it's because your wife is afraid of my dog. And I was like, oh, no, my wife loves dogs. I think there's some kind of misunderstanding. She goes, no. Every time she sees my dog, she turns and goes the other way. And I just didn't have the heart to tell her. Like, okay, she's afraid of your dog. We learned a lot about training the dog from my brother. My brother, when he got his dog, he trained his puppy using this clicking method. Like, every time the dog did something good, he would click to reinforce the positive behavior. So he'd be like, Mabel, sit. And she'd sit. Mabel, paw. And she'd give him her paw. Start nibbling his hand, he'd be like, Mabel, no. Mabel, down. And she'd lay down. I was like, Matthew, this is incredible. I'm really proud of you. Nice work, buddy. we were doing some traveling. We were driving back. We took the New Jersey Turnpike, and I don't know if you know this, I've forgotten, along the New Jersey Turnpike, all the rest areas are named for notable people from New Jersey. So you're driving north, and it's the Woodrow Wilson rest area, Joyce Kilmer rest area, Grover Cleveland rest area. And I love presidential trivia, so I was like, Grover Cleveland, my favorite presidential fact, only president to serve 2 terms non-consecutively. And Woodrow Wilson, I was surprised to see his name there, because he's controversial. Historians are looking back on his legacy, pinpointing policies that were racist. At Princeton, they want to take his name off the building. There's nothing like that with the New Jersey Turnpike, but I thought maybe they should get out in front of the controversy, take his name off the rest area, but have a sense of humor about it. You know, that's why you're driving north on the New Jersey Turnpike. Could be like Grover Cleveland rest area, Joyce Kilmer rest area, Grover Cleveland rest area. I heard, inspired by Hamilton, they're going to make a musical based on Grover Cleveland's presidency. The only problem was intermission would be 4 years long. So I mentioned earlier I used to be a teacher. It's funny, you go through all this schooling to be a teacher, but nothing's as valuable as actually being in the classroom. Like I didn't know I was going to be any good as a teacher until midway through my first year in the classroom. A girl in my 4th grade class, she threw up on me. And I didn't throw up back on her. You know, when I choked down the vomit, and I was like, oh, I can do this. I did okay. It's hard, though, because you use a different language in the classroom than you do at home, and I would get confused sometimes, which is frustrating for my wife, because she would say, you're not listening to me. And I would tell her, like, you never told me to put on my listening ears. So I left teaching. I was having trouble separating work and home. I was taking my work home with me too much. The reason I knew that was happening, like my first 2 daughters, their first word was Dada. My youngest daughter, her first word was Mr. Sucich. So now I'm a writer. I left teaching after 10 years to write. It's going well. I work from home. I guess my only regret about leaving teaching when I did is I did it the year my daughters learned how to do air quotes. Because now I drop them off at school and I say bye, and they say, okay, bye. Have a good day at work. But like the problem is they're still learning the air quotes, so they don't always get it right. So sometimes I'll say bye, and I say, okay, bye. Have a good day at work, Dad. Like, I know that second air quote's a mistake. I think it's a mistake. I just don't like not being sure. I do worry about the things my kids talk about when they're not at home. My daughter in 1st grade, they do this thing called weekend news. Like every Monday she gets a sheet of paper and it says this weekend, and then she writes what she did over the weekend. So like some weekends we get invited to a birthday party. I know she can write, this weekend I went to a birthday party. Fine. But most weekends we don't do anything. Like I drop her off on Monday and then I sit and sweat all day like what is she going to write about? And I know the day's coming, she's going to come home and that paper's going to say, this weekend, Daddy pretended like he had to go to the bathroom. But I know he just sat in there and listened to his podcasts. Or this weekend, Daddy yelled at us because we woke him up. And he taught us the difference between napping and being dead. Or this weekend, I watched football with Daddy, which is a sweet one. Except I know it would go on to say, the Patriots won, but they couldn't cover the point spread. Sometimes Daddy cries watching football. My name is John Sucich. Thank you very much, everybody.